Welcome to Destinations A to Z. I am Glenn Bailey. We're bringing you some more breaking news coming out of Charleston, South Carolina about Camping World. Of all places, Camping World seems to be in the news at all times these days. But again, this one is not with a happy ending. This is actually Camping World in North Charleston, South Carolina is accused of lies and deceptions in their RV. This was brought with Channel 5 local news in Charleston, South Carolina, so you would have not seen this. So we're bringing this to all of our viewers to make you aware of what's going on. That being the case, let's let you see exactly what Channel 5 showed.
A complete disaster. That's what dozens of customers call a Lowcountry RV dealership, accusing that business of poor practices. Customers say Camping World sells RVs in poor condition, with repairs taking months and important information not being disclosed at the time of purchase, leaving those travelers out thousands of dollars for what was supposed to be an important life purchase. Live 5's investigative reporter Emily Johnson looked into the dealership and tells us why some customers say they'll never go back.
Pulling into 8155 Rivers Avenue, dozens of RVs and trailers sit outside waiting for eager travelers to fulfill their dreams. But once the dotted line is signed, some customers say those dreams were crushed.
So many different stories, so many different lies.
It was a disaster. I was stressed out.
It was a violation of the law.
Camping World is the nation's largest RV dealership, selling new and used campers, parts, accessories, and providing repair services. But its North Charleston location is plagued with complaints and lawsuits dating back to 2009.
It falls into kind of the same repeating trends of unsafe campers and then repairs that take far too long, and oftentimes the camper is returned to the customer and still has a problem and has to go back again.
In November of last year, Dorothy Sims purchased a used camper from Camping World with hopes of kickstarting a new chapter in her life, having recently left a toxic relationship and saving all of her money to buy a new home on wheels.
This wasn't a camper for luxury. This was a home.
But quickly after leaving the dealership, she says problems arose.
It was a perfect camper for me, but then it went on to, they told us so many lies once they delivered the camper. There was so much wrong with it.
Sims says leaks, cracks, holes, and rust filled her new home. She says she contacted Camping World about the problems, and employees made a few repairs and claimed everything was back in working condition. But the shower continued to flood, leaking into her bedroom.
I could see spots of mold already forming on the brand new mattress, brand new out the box.
This has been less than a month.
Yeah.
Sims' daughter, Shanna Brogdon, says Camping World refuses to acknowledge mold was present inside, forcing them to return her little home back to the dealership.
This cannot be repaired, but this is not habitable. This is not a safe environment.
They say Camping World will only pay her back a fraction of the money she spent, leaving Sims with nothing.
They didn't know if I had a place to go. They didn't offer me a motel. They haven't offered a dime to me for staying anywhere. I would be out in the street if I did not have my daughter.
Attorney Josh Salvin has represented over half a dozen North Charleston Camping World clients just like Sims, and says unfortunately her situation is not unique. In Charleston County alone, over a dozen lawsuits have been filed against Camping World, with customers alleging the dealership new campers had defects before its purchase and sale.
You'll see the camper returned, and on the way back from being repaired, tires will blow out because they have dry rot now. They've been still on the lot for 3 months, 6 months, however long.
Jason and Carol Santori sold everything they owned to try a different lifestyle by purchasing land for Airbnb rentals and living out of a camper.
It got abruptly
Destroyed.
stopped in its tracks because of owning this camper. It was either we lived in a broken camper or we had a roof over our head.
The Santoris say quickly after their massive purchase from Camping World, everything began to malfunction.
It was constant calling, and then, the molding started to come off on the inside, the slide broke, the shower cracked, the door wouldn't work.
Similar to Dorothy Sims' story, the Santoris say Camping World continued again and again to make empty promises of repairs and communication that never happened.
But we were the ones that got screwed in the end. But all we wanted was our money back for what we paid for, and we only had it a month and a half.
With the constant problems, financial burden, and safety concerns, the Santoris returned their trailer to Camping World, but say they were never compensated for the value of their basically brand new RV.
Going forward, what do you hope is done to Camping World and to prevent this from happening to other people?
They need to be shut down, to be completely honest.
The North Charleston Camping World is not the only dealership with reported problems out of its 200 locations. The Oregon Attorney General's office found Camping World was falsely advertising its products and what prices would be charged in December of 2024. The AG's office demanded the company to refund $3.5 million to its impacted customers.
I think it would be great if these campers were not sold with defects in the first place. I'll be happy to not have to represent people who have been harmed by these defective products for so long.
The North Charleston Camping World currently has an F rating on the Better Business Bureau's website with 1,228 complaints filed against the business.
Don't go to Camping World.
I feel like a fool for one thing that I even believed them. They were such nice people that I believed them.
We visited Camping World and confronted managers about these allegations. We were told to contact the general manager about setting up an interview or to receive a comment. On a phone call, the manager said, Camping World has no comment. For Live 5 Investigates, I'm Emily Johnson.
There you have it. They filled you in on everything that was going on, but I wanted to bring it nationwide so you guys could see it, so you know what's happening, and know that other people out there are being taken for a ride by Camping World, and they had no comment. This is never good for the RV industry. It's definitely never good for consumers and RVers like us. We want the best service. We want the best RV we can get for our money. But these absolutely just destroy families and destroy lives. We've got to make sure to improve on quality across the board and the whole RV industry. That being the case, hope this information has been helpful. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys on the next one. And remember, tune in next month for the latest of RV news and recalls from Destinations A to Z. Again, thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. And remember, safe travels.